Tommy Fury was given worldwide fame overnight.
He's on his way down after this shot. Great shot there with that right uppercut, well measured.
As the younger half-brother of boxing's heavyweight king, Tyson Fury. With his famous bloodline, Tommy has fantasized since childhood about following in Tyson's footsteps to the top. Is Tommy Fury's success granted to him through the accomplishments of his heavyweight champion sibling? Or is he truly destined to become another boxing champion in his own regards? Keep watching to find out the truth behind Tommy Fury and his progression to becoming one of boxing's all-time greats. And as always, hit that subscribe button to be notified of all Fighter 411 content. Under Father John Fury's tutelage, Tommy developed sharp technical skills at a young age. Turning professional in 2018, he tallied 8 straight wins versus completely overmatched opponents. But Tommy's career was thrown off track when he left boxing in 2019 for a spot on the reality show Love Island. The fame and sponsorships were lucrative, but distracted Tommy from the gym. After finding love on the show with influencer Molly May, Tommy returned to boxing for his competition. Tommy began chasing exhibition bouts against celebrity boxers for easy money. In 2021, Tommy called out YouTube phenom KSI, who dismissed the offer after beating Logan Paul. So Tommy started a rivalry with Jake Paul instead.
Yeah, the fight was amazing. It was a really good fight, really enjoyable. Solid 8 rounds in the bank. Jake was a tough kid. You know, he took a lot of good shots, and he was still there. So credit to himself. You know, he didn't have to take this fight. He could have fought anybody he wanted to. A lot of easier challenges, but he wanted to test himself. So I can respect that.
Negotiating a 2021 fight date, but Tommy withdrew, citing a suspicious injury. When rescheduled for 2022, Tommy again pulled out with a dubious excuse. His lack of professionalism enraged Jake Paul and the entire boxing world. Jackpot payday against rival influencer KSI. But despite KSI's lack of boxing background, Tommy turned in another pathetic performance. Once again, he was handed a questionable split decision that many felt KSI clearly deserved. Rather than rebuild his name against legitimate competition, Tommy continues angling for celebrity boxing cash cows. His embarrassing showings have exposed exactly how delusional his world title aspirations are. Tommy speaks confidently of his championship dreams, but at just 24, he shows none of the hunger, power, skill, or mental strength needed to realize these laughable delusions anytime soon, if ever. Already a heavyweight king at 23, Tyson Fury's freakish talent and superhuman work ethic were unquestionable. But Tommy lacks even 1% of the extraordinary traits that make legends. Unless he changes course immediately, Tommy Fury's pipe dream of winning a world title remains hopelessly out of reach. He can keep coasting on his name, calling out YouTube stars for easy paydays. But serious boxing fans know the pathetic truth, loosest definition. But experts have noticed alarming holes in his skill set and makeup exposed recently. Against KSI, Tommy was utterly nullified by an opponent with barely any boxing experience. KSI's bizarre style completely flummoxed Tommy, who struggled badly to mount any effective offense. This doesn't bode well for Tommy's chances against truly elite competition.
Time is a ticking. I just can't figure out why Tommy never figured how to connect with.
KSI was able to find success pushing Tommy back on his heels and smothering his attack. How would Tommy ever cope against a seasoned top contender? Even more concerning was Tommy's lack of composure and adaptability in the KSI fight. He had zero answers for KSI's unorthodox approach. A world-class boxer would pick Tommy apart mentally long before the physical breakdown. Tommy also lacks anything resembling fight-changing power in his punches. Despite wobbling the smaller, inexperienced KSI and Jake Paul on occasion, Tommy has yet to show truly concussive pop in his fists, or a killer instinct. These deficiencies suggest Tommy has a very clear ceiling on how far he can realistically dream of going in boxing. It's one thing to collect some wins against journeymen and celebs, but succeeding at championship level requires attributes Tommy clearly does not possess.
I'm sorry, it's outrageous.
What do you want to do now? What is your plan? Do you want to still box?
We're gonna...
Of course, at just 24 years old, Tommy does have time on his side to develop. There's always the slimmest of chances he may one day realize his potential. But based on what we've seen thus far, it appears beyond unlikely. The pathetic truth is that Tommy Fury's pipe dream remains exactly that, an unattainable fantasy. For Tommy to ever have a prayer of proving the many naysayers wrong, he needs to fully dedicate himself to boxing and make dramatic improvements across the board. Otherwise, Tommy Fury is destined to be remembered as an embarrassing case of wasted potential and empty hype. All talk, but no action. Rather than a world champion, his lasting legacy looks set to be that of a reality TV celeb who ducked real boxers to beat some YouTubers for quick and easy cash. Tommy can keep living in his delusional fantasy land, calling out social media stars while real contenders pass him by. But the sad truth remains crystal clear to those truly paying attention. His overhyped world title aspirations will never, ever become a reality. How do you feel about the progression of Tommy Fury's career in the boxing ring? We'd like to know, so drop a comment in the comment section and tell us your thoughts. And as always, smash that like button. What could have been for Tommy if he possessed even a fraction of the generational talent and relentless drive of his legendary older brother? Unfortunately for Tommy, he wasn't blessed with Tyson's otherworldly gifts in the ring, nor the same tireless work ethic and focus on greatness. As it stands, the wise boxing world sees Tommy Fury for what he is, an entertaining character and famous last name who can sell tickets, but not a remotely serious threat to legitimate champions. Tyson was conquering the heavyweight division long before age 25 with his prodigious ability and freakish determination. Tommy's older now than Tyson was when he first won heavyweight gold, yet can barely squeak by YouTube novices. Tommy may continue to dream big and make outlandish claims from his delusional fantasy land, but the pathetic truth remains clear to those paying attention. His overhyped world title aspirations will only ever exist in his imagination. The time has come for Tyson Fury to wake up and smell reality's harsh but honest coffee. The World Championship boat has sailed. He missed his chance by choosing the easy celebrity path. Tommy can keep fighting and probably should to make as much money as possible. But make no mistake, his hope of ever joining his brother Tyson on the mountaintop of boxing is nothing more than a sad, laughable pipe dream. Should we consider Tommy Fury to make a legitimate run in his weight class to champion status? Or will he continue to call out YouTube fighters to prove his worth? We'll be watching very closely to find out. But for now, that's the 411.